Staying in a rustic cabin with no electricity, no running water, the well-schooled, vicious punching Marquez, not unlike Vazquez, said he was willing to give his life for this. A guy who used to live in a funeral home in Mexico City where his father still works. Hasn't lost in 5 years. He's won 9 in a row, including that Fight of the Year candidate with Johnny Gonzalez, which personified his guts and determination. Now, as he makes his way up the steps into the ring, Al, after much speculation and controversy, trainer extraordinaire Freddie. Well, both fighters proclaim they will not waste time. They'll start throwing from the bell. It'll grow even more intense each round. Here we go. Marquez in the black, Vazquez in the blue. The champion Israel Vazquez, who can change a fight with one punch, said he'll look to get inside and apply pressure. You don't want to get too close to Vazquez. Marquez has dramatically improved his boxing IQ and combines skill with ex-fighters. Vazquez missing with a slashing right. Landed with a left hand.
Vazquez is trying very hard to get downstairs with that left to the body.
Blood already from the nose of Israel Vazquez. And there's a hard left hand to the chest area by Marquez. And a double left hook to the body by Marquez.
That was a combination. Before that, a jab and then a left hand by Marquez, the kind that he can land so effectively.
It's finding a home early. Final seconds of round one. Here comes Marquez with a beautiful combination to the head. Now, a left uppercut to the jaw. It backs up Vazquez. So a fight breaks out right away. And Vazquez in some trouble.
A big right hand by Marquez hurt him.
It jolted Israel Vazquez. Big round for Marquez.
They traded left hooks early in the round. Vazquez's landed, and then Marquez's did. And Marquez's left, I think, created the blood around the nose. But later on, it would be a straight right hand by Marquez after the jab that would stun Israel Vazquez. And
Vazquez's knees actually buckling in that scenario. Round two. But you can never count Vazquez out because of his power. Two guys with questionable defenses, which makes this so exciting. Let's see how Vazquez reacts. There's that right uppercut, just missing by Vazquez.
And you know, that's the wild card in this fight. Oh,
big right hand to the jaw by Marquez.
The uppercut's the wild card. Both men have a good uppercut. They have to be careful when they throw it to not leave themselves open.
And Vazquez is finding out that Marquez side. Nice, strong jab by Marquez.
Now Vazquez on the inside is throwing that hook to the body. He wants to come with the double left hook, and I think that's part of the way he's setting it up.
Heavy right, straight right by Marquez that landed to the jaw. Vazquez tasting a lot of leather here in the first 2 rounds.
The last round and a half, Rafael Marquez has been as good as he could possibly be.
He seemed kind of tight, but he's not fighting that way.
No, he isn't.
Vazquez seemed the looser of the two, but he is down. He's behind to this point.
Trainer from Mexico wants more of this punch. There's an excellent lead right hand by Rafael Marquez. So early he landed the hook, but then that right hand has become the weapon du jour for him, and he lands a good solid right hand to the head of
Beristain, very responsible for transforming Rafael Marquez into an excellent boxer. We already knew he had the power, but now he's able to combine those two key elements.
To get the right-handed, but hasn't been able to uncoil the left hook when he's in there. He needs that punch even more than Marquez.
Marquez with a heavy right. It sent Vazquez back. Oh, did that get Vazquez's attention? Now a left hook to the jaw. Whoa. And down goes Marquez. Vazquez knocks Marquez down. A left hook nailed Marquez, and he went sprawling to the canvas. Marquez down for the 3rd time in his career. Round 3 with 1:14 remaining. And Sustained, non-stop two-way action. Just when it looked like Marquez was having his way, down he went. And he's got a minute to go.
Vazquez is now uncoiling that left hook, and that's what made the difference. He was able to get that punch off.
Both these guys have tasted the canvas before. Both usually come back with renewed vigor. They prosper from adversity. We'll see how it affects Marquez.
Vazquez has not been wild in his attack. He has been cautious. He knows Marquez is dangerous. He doesn't want to let the moment pass.
A lot of folks wouldn't be surprised now if Vazquez went down. 20 seconds left in the third round. It is as advertised. Most of the fans here at the Home Depot Center standing.
10 segundos para la campana, 10 segundos. Tira golpes, ahí salte.
As we head for the bell in a breakthrough round for Israel Vazquez.
To a very good start in the third round. Ripping the uppercuts, good combinations by Marquez, and even hurt Vazquez there with that right hand. So it looked like Marquez had things well in hand. However, that left hook on the inside changed the round. As we know, and you've pointed out, those left hooks.
Who said, all right, nothing happened. He was trying to just calm Rafael Marquez down as we enter into round 4 after a very dramatic third round.
The interesting thing is, if you had asked people to take a bet who would go down in the first 5 rounds, they would have probably suggested Vazquez. And Vazquez was hurt in the earlier, in a little bit more danger than he needs to be, Steve. So I think Nacho Beristain rightfully wants the right hand from Marquez more.
Vazquez trying to weaken Marquez with blistering shots to the temple.
Vazquez came very close with another one of those left hooks.
The jab of Marquez sending Vazquez back.
What a close round 4 is.
Oh, big swing and a miss. Marquez, he's probably scored more clean and hard shots throughout the fight, although he's the one that tasted the canvas. Here's Vazquez. Again, tasting leather.
Marquez,
great jab set up the right.
Wow, nice combinations. And again, the right hand, the big weapon for Marquez there.
Good rallying by Marquez after a tough third round in which he went down. Marquez showing a lot of poise, able to regroup well. Jesus, Israel Vazquez understands English, but he responds in Spanish. Rafael Marquez does not speak English.
Draw, that record will change tonight.
Oh, nice left-right combination by Israel Vazquez. Back comes Rafael Marquez with a combination of his own. Oh, a big right hand up. The combination by Marquez. Tremendous give and take.
Nacho Beristain rightfully wanting Marquez to use the jab a lot. That will set up the right hand. And Freddie Roach correct. Vazquez cannot let Marquez get off first all the time in this fight.
A lot of people comparing this early on to Castillo Corrales 1, and it's starting to take on that special fit. Carlos Arias, Orange County Register, Steve Kim, MaxBoxing.com, Lance Pugmire from the LA Times. Ryan Cayes Jr. hitting behind the head. Vazquez pushing Marquez back.
Now that was a good right hand from Vazquez. That's not his primary weapon in this fight, but he has a good right hand.
Right uppercut, right on the chin by Rafael Marquez. They continue to trade
In this fight than Marquez has. Oh, good work on the inside.
Conviction behind that punch.
Great combinations by Marquez.
Vazquez is hurt. Marquez going in for the finish. He wants to close the show. Vazquez, all of a sudden, in a lull, he stopped for a moment for some reason. And Marquez is trying to take advantage as the bell sounds.
I think he was faking it. I think he was trying to lure him in. I don't know. That's an interesting situation.
He got thumbed out.
Rafael Marquez, early on in the round, precision combination punching, very effective from the outside. And then Vazquez was able to come back, throwing that good straight right hand, a lead right that got by the defense of Marquez. But the volume of punches, clearly Marquez. Now here's where maybe the thumb or something happened. Yeah, apparently there was something that made him not be able to see it. And you see Vazquez realize, you know, I've got to fight back or I will get nailed here. And so he did. So he died.
And Vazquez comes running out of his corner to start round 6.
Now, that left eye could close a little bit. Whatever happened there, this might have some impact on the vision of Vazquez.
Thumbing.
The Marquez jab has just been excellent. And there he jabbed downstairs, and that helped set up that right hand by Marquez.
With 31 knockouts, Marquez 36-3, 32 knockouts, both undefeated in title fights.
Than Marquez for the most part, and he's committed more to the body work.
And they continue to gun away from close range. There's that jab by Marquez, continues to be effective.
Rafael Marquez very accurate with his combinations. Tough round to score.
Both with a very high work rate throughout. He may have had his nose broken in the Johnny Gonzalez fight, and his nose looks a mess here now. Particularly after that alleged thumbing.
Freddie Roach made a point to ask Vazquez for a lot of body work. They think maybe that body work will help him as this fight wears on, and it probably will.
Oh, big left hook by Vazquez.
Scoring of the press row people in my scoring. Well,
Vazquez coming on, big left hand there. Back comes Marquez.
This is great. I mean,
now the left was blocked by Vazquez. Vazquez with a left-right combination coming on. Vazquez turns it up. Back comes Marquez.
oh wow!
And they trade, going toe-to-toe in the center of the ring.
Israel Vazquez early in the round lands this unbelievable left hook. Marquez, while he took that punch really well, that's astonishing. Then Marquez with Vazquez landing the jab and landing some good punches behind it. Coming back with a couple shots.
What's happening? It's over. Israel Vazquez has quit.
Wow.
I don't believe it. Rafael Marquez is the winner. Out of nowhere, Israel Vazquez decides not to go on, and you have to go back to perhaps.
Thank you very much. Israel, first let's start with you. If you can speak to us in English, please try. Why did you stop? Why did you quit the fight?
Bueno, pues no podía respirar. Era inútil seguir la pelea porque estaba recibiendo golpes que no debía haber recibido y era lo que me impedía seguir la pelea.
Was your nose broken in that 5th round when you abruptly turned away and went to the ropes?
No, fue antes de como el segundo o tercer round. Ya tenía la nariz un poco lastimada. Incluso dejé a mi esquina que pararan la pelea, pero me forzaron a seguir 2 rounds más y me vi muy bien. Estaba a punto de poderlo noquear, pero desafortunadamente no pude continuar más.
Would you like a rematch?
Lo antes posible. Yo pienso que estuvo muy bien, solo fue la dificultad de respirar.
Rafael, congratulations. Let's bring Felix back on over here so he can interpret for us. Did you realize that Israel's nose was broken in the 2nd or 3rd round?
¿Tú sabías que ya en el segundo o tercer round estaba fracturada la nariz de Israel?
Bueno, no sabía. Yo vine a hacer mi pelea. Yo vine a tirar golpes y bueno, lo que hice, ¿no?
You surprised that he stopped and didn't continue?
¿Estabas sorprendido cuando se paró la pelea?
Sí, estaba sorprendido porque pensaba que iba a seguir, porque es un gran peleador que es el único que me ha tirado en la quijada y bueno, gracias a Dios salió bien.
Cuando él no siguió con la pelea, ¿tú crees que estaba ganando la pelea o perdiéndola?
Bueno, yo digo que por un punto o 2 por la caída y realmente bueno, me sorprendió y bueno, gracias a Dios por la condición que traía, pues me levanté a ganar, ¿no?
Oficialmente estaba arriba en la pelea cuando pararon la pelea y le daría una revancha a Israel.
Claro que sí, lo de la revancha como ya les había dicho a mi equipo y bueno, es un gran peleador, un mejor peleador realmente, es un gran peleador que realmente lo único que me ha tirado arriba del ring y me merece una revancha.
Qué difícil era concentrarte para esta pelea sabiendo que tu papá anda mal y que tu esposa está embarazada.
Bueno, bueno, gracias a Dios mi papá está bien. Nada más complicaciones del doctor, pero está bien y bueno, realmente venimos a hacer una pelea grande y bueno, gracias a Dios mi papá está bien y mi familia está muy bien y se pone muy contento porque gané esta pelea, ¿no? Y todo México, todo Iztapalapa, todo Ejército, ¿no?